Um, yeah, there is. Sorry, I blanked out for a second.
My name is Paris Clark.
I'm Aaron. Everyone calls me Aaron, but it's Aaron or Az.
My background, so my mum's side of the family is St. Lucian. My dad's side, his mum is Jamaican, his dad is from Grenada. So I grew up in South London, South Norwood. People say it's Fulton Heath, I say South Norwood, but yeah.
My mum's Jamaican and my dad's half St. Lucian and half Bayesian. I grew up in Streatham, then I moved to Western Wood. Then, yeah, only recently I became a Croydon boy.
In college, well, first off, I went to St. Mary's College in Twickenham, studying. That's wrong.
That's definitely uni.
That's uni. In college, I did football, so I studied sports coaching science, and I played football, as a sort of academy sort of thing. So then I went into uni once I finished that, and I was studying sports coaching science again, which wasn't good for me. I prefer playing sport rather than teaching it, so it didn't work out, and I quit after 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And then after that, so the following September, that whole time period that I was out of uni made me just think about what I was into and what I found myself doing. So I've always been into clothes. I've always been into looking at different clothes and the way they work together and different brands and stuff like that. So it sort of just made me lean towards doing fashion. So I applied for UAL, London College of Fashion, and I started there that September doing fashion sportswear.
I even studied in college. Studied sports, business, and media. That's it. And then I went on to I took a gap year actually because I didn't know what I wanted to study. And I was thinking, I'm actually into this fashion stuff. Then I went to the same uni as Paris, and I studied fashion management. And I absolutely hated it. After 6 months, I dropped out, and then just thought to myself, I can do this without all of that education stuff. I'm not the one for education. I'm a hands-on sort of person.
The things that motivate me are, I don't know, maybe the brands I'm into, the brands I see, and the people that I listen to, music. So I don't know, because social media is so available, you can look up almost anything. So because I know I want a brand that will become something more than just clothes, I see other brands, and I see music, and I want to put that together, other things as well, having a radio station, just loads of different things sort of inspire me to do what I want to do. I think I've answered the question. I don't know if I went off track.
What motivates me? Just to make everyone around me proud, to say that they know me and I done this and wow. That might sound kind of big-headed, but yeah. And who do I look up to? Probably my mum and my girlfriend. Yeah, they're big inspirations in my life.
Me and Az knew that we wanted to do this, so the first stage was, we need to just think of a name, a good one that's catchy, that will look good on clothes, not just sounds good, but it needs to look good, so that when people wear it, it looks the part, do you know what I mean? So we'd just be doing random stuff, we'd be on a train just taking down names, putting it in our notes in our iPhones. So if you look at my iPhone now, I've still got the list of brand names, just random ones that I've seen on trains, that I've seen on the wall, that I've seen at uni, that I've just seen, just random words, just looking at the way they looked and all that sort of stuff. Then we come up with rookies, and we just loved the way it looked. There's something about that word, I like the way it looks on clothes. Also, we come up with the term rookies because like within this like sort of field, obviously the clothing sort of field, we feel like we are rookies in a sense where we're the newcomers, like we're starting up, like in England, in America, around the world. So we just want to sort of get past that rookie stage. However, once we're past that rookie stage, the name still is like a sort of play on the word because we're not rookies anymore, but we'll always be a rookie to like say a big brand like say Supreme Billionaire Boys Club. Do you know what I mean? So that's sort of the meaning, like that's sort of the thought process behind the name rookies.
From way back, I've always been into clothes, and I've always said to myself, one day, like, I'm gonna have a brand. One day I'm gonna do this. One day I'm gonna do that. And yeah, I remember like Paris was starting up his own thing, and I was gonna start up my own as well. And I was like we were mad close anyway. So I thought, why not do this together? Why not? So I hollered him. Then yeah, that's when everything got cracking.
The word rookies obviously has two O's in it, so them two O's being together, at the time when we were looking for a logo, we just thought like it would look good if they were linked together, like intertwined. So yeah, the rings together is just literally because the word rookies has two O's in it, and again because of the fact that we feel like it looks good on a piece of clothing. So yeah, that's the main thing, to be honest.
There's like the big brands like Supreme and stuff like that, but a lot of like my designs and inspiration comes from smaller brands. Like this jacket, I don't even know where the fuck it's from, but like I love the brand. I can't say the name, but yeah, just like there's little brands that are doing their thing in their area, not even like from, I would say London or from England, just like, I don't know, Berlin or France, whatever. Just yeah.
Yeah, similar with that. Obviously, yeah, as named Supreme, there's other brands as well. There's Billionaire Boys Club. I love Billionaire Boys Club because they use so many different colours, and like today, like a lot of brands just like to stick with like black and white. So I'm a person that likes colours and materials, so I think they use those quite well. Do you know what I mean? Like we're waiting on our product now. It's in production at the moment, so we can't exactly like post pictures in the product just yet because it's still coming, even though I have pictures of like samples, but I don't want to post them because they're not perfect. So in terms of marketing, it's just like me at the moment, I'm trying to use my Instagram like more so that people like know that I'm there and I'm like relevant. It sounds stupid, but I think it's what I have to do so that when my brand does come, like people see it a bit more.
Personally, obviously we have like our main target, which is like people that dig streetwear, people that dig skate. But in general, I want everyone to love our clothes. Like, I don't want it to just be streetwear. Like, I want it to be garms that you would see just an average guy walking down the road wearing.
Yeah, like everyday clothes. Like we don't just want a 20-year-old kid from Croydon who likes to go Shoreditch to wear our stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like it's deeper than that. It's like we want like people that actually care about clothes and quality to wear it. Also, like we don't really design for a specific target audience as well. Like we make clothes for ourselves, so anything that we would wear is what we sort of make, and then like the people who are like us, that like the same sort of things as us, will hopefully then like our brand and want to wear the same thing. So that's like where we go in that aspect.
But I think what sets us apart from like other brands and other people is like the quality of stuff. It's not just rushing because you found someone that can make jumpers or you found someone that can make t-shirts and getting it printed out. It's the quality of the printing, it's the quality of the t-shirt, the weight of it. Like, I think that's what will take us far.
We're still fresh, like we're still at that stage like of starting. So like it's been a long time since I wanted to do this. So like obviously it's been like 2 or 3 years that we've been thinking about doing this, and like Rookies has been like 1.5 years that we've been thinking about doing it. But I'd just say like don't rush, because as time goes on, like, your ideas change and the things that you like sort of change. So don't rush and think, alright, I want to start a clothing line, because so many people do it now. Like, just start one, have a few ideas, like, just put it down and then try and sell it the minute it's done. Like, don't just rush. Like, take some thought about it. Try and think about, like, if you're actually passionate about the clothes, think about the quality that goes behind it. Think about the people that you want to buy it, the people that you want to wear it, like where you want it to go. Because like now, we've been waiting for our samples for a while, and we just had to send some samples back because it weren't right. But if we maybe just made do, then it probably wouldn't be what we want it to be. So it'll just be rushed, and then we won't like get the response that we want. So it's just all about timing, I suppose, and like obviously just be smart with like money and time, and just try and network, try and know people, try and meet people. Don't be afraid to ask for help, like that sort of thing. So yeah, that's advice that I sort of give.
I'd just say don't give up. Someone's always gonna have something to say. Yeah. Someone's always gonna say, "Oh, you're doing this because everyone else is doing it."
Yeah.
Or, if you actually have a passion for something, don't give up. Like, just do you, and it will all pay off.